Namaste. Welcome to Telugu Prajala Sakshi, Sakshi TV. I am Swarna. Today's anchor's dress courtesy by Varshi's Collections. You can check Varshi's Collections on Facebook or reach out to Madhavi Lata at 301-366-1701. Vastu and Graha Sastra show ki Swagatam Suswagatam. Today, we are going to discuss about Vastu at glance. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta. Namaste, Deepika ji.
Namaste, Swarna ji.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Welcome to your show.
Thank you, Swarna ji.
So, Deepika ji, in the previous shows, you have mentioned about number of windows that, doesn't impact anyone who's living in the house. So, does that really belong to the same thing with the doors too? Does it impact the same way with the doors too?
Yes, the same thing implies with the door too. See, the traditional Vastu has nowhere mentioned that there should be the number of doors in the house. So, and see, in traditional Vastu, the Vastu was done only for the, palaces. So the palace usually have so many doors, right? That is why the number of doors are not fixed into the Vastu. It is a myth that, there should not be 3 doors in a row, or there should be odd number of doors, somebody says, even number of doors. So this is all the myth. There can be any number of doors. Yeah.
Okay, so doors. Okay, so some houses are uphill and some are downhill. Does that impact Vastu?
No, not at all. See, the Vastu is fixed. Let's say, if we pick, let me explain with an example, then it will be more clear to the viewers. That let's say if somebody is tall or short, if somebody has brown skin, white skin, or any kind of, or if somebody has big eyes, small eyes, or big nose, small nose, but still, the medical science application will be same. If somebody have the diabetes, they all have to, take care of their eating habits. They all have to cut down on the sugar. They all have to walk, right? If somebody has the blood pressure, it does not depends on the size of eyes or nose or ears, or what kind, it's a male or a female. So everybody has to follow the fixed rules, right? Similarly, in the Vastu, whether it's a uphill, downhill, whether it is near the sea, whether it is near the desert, the houses near the desert, it hardly matters. The principles are same for each and every house. The application of principles is also the same.
Okay.
I hope I made the answer.
Okay, so because
right?
I heard lot of people, yeah. No, I mean, I was just thinking I heard so many people used to say oh, if the house is uphill, it means they will grow and they will have more money, like this and kind. I feel like they're all kind of some kind of rumors. I always heard about it. That is the reason I was really,
No, it is all myth. That see, there is nothing fixed in the Vastu, right? Like if the somebody, even this is said for the northeast house, east facing house also. So have you seen the people around you? Look at the families around you. If everybody living in the northeast, or the people living in the east, or people living in the north facing house, they all are happy. They all have contented life? Do they all are living their life to the fullest? No. So, the dasha, antardasha also depends, what time period you are going through. But as of Vastu, the principles are same. Whether the house is near desert, near shore, it's uphill, downhill, it hardly matters.
Okay. So, where do you suggest to keep the weights in the house? I've been usually seeing everybody is having big idol of Ganesha and all big fancy idols. So they put usually in front of the house or entrance of the door, somewhere like that. So I was just wondering, is it good to keep those idols?
No. First of all, as I have mentioned this many times in the show, that keeping the big idols is a big no according to the Vastu. See, the big idols need their pran pratishtha, they need their proper puja, they need all those stuff, but we cannot do that at home. And see, Ganesha, keeping the Ganesha at the door. So Ganesha is like Siddhi Vinayak. Ganesha is like obstacle remover. He's not the doorkeeper of the house, right? He's a god, right? So the God is something so big that we cannot even elaborate in the words. See, all the spiritual people who have seen the glimpse of the God also, See what kind of a explanation they have given. While explaining also, they have tears in their eyes. So he's that beautiful, he's that big, he's that elaborate. How can we make such a person as the doorkeeper of the house? No, we cannot, right? So this is the insult to the god. It is not see. And moreover, the god are nothing to decorate, right? He's something to connect with, to connect your soul with him, to connect to the upper energies. It is something like, you are praying, it's something divine, it is something spiritually connection. So how can you make such a person as the doorkeeper of the house? And see, in the Shiv Puran also it is written that once when the goddess Parvati made Ganesha as the doorkeeper, then what happened? The Lord Shiva got annoyed and he chopped off his head, and then he, when everybody prayed to him, then he put the face of an elephant on the Ganesha's head. So if you will use Lord Ganesha as the doorkeeper, then there will be some or the other unwanted, happenings in the house. It can be some accidents too. So Lord Ganesha as the doorkeeper is a big no, and the big idols is also a big no. I recently did a vastu. It's like, I think 3-4 months back, and it was in New Jersey only. And the family is a very well-off family, very nice family, and very spiritual kind of family. And their daughter got into the drugs. So they were having big idols of Lord Ganesha, Sai Baba in their house. And I just asked them to remove everything from their house. They removed everything, and then the parents are so happy now. She has started studying, and then she has said totally no to the drugs also.
Oh,
So they
wow.
were so happy with the results. And then I relocated her in the room. I relocated her in the house because the room where she was living was the zone of depression and anxiety. And she was always running after the relationship. So I just relocated her in the zone of spiritual powers, studies, and higher energies. And now she's so focused. She had such a good marks and everything in her school. So the parents were so happy. So, these big idols actually create negative energy in the house because we are not praying them according to the rules. So they become annoyed. So it is actually like insulting the god. So don't keep big idols in the house. And Ganesha, especially, big no. Even any god, big no. Because God is nothing to be decorated. It is a thing of spirituality, getting connected to your own higher self. So nothing to be decorated. And moreover, when we keep the gods as the doormen, so just imagine how much insult the it is being done to the god when you keep him as the doorman, as a gatekeeper, as a doorman to the god, to the supreme lord, right?
So, yeah, that's really true. I got what you're saying. So,
Yeah.
I mean, does this like imply same to the expensive paintings? I've been seeing people having big paintings, like even I mean, painting has like God or any decorators, anything. Big paintings are
Yeah.
there. So, do you think is it okay to keep them? And if it is okay, what is the direction you suggest people to keep it?
See, first of all, I'll say big no to the paintings also, because again, the god is nothing to be decorated. And then people, buy very expensive paintings, made of gold and silver, and they keep even in their bedroom, which is again a big insult. See, bedroom is something very private space of a couple. How can you keep the god over there? Like, just respect each and every relationship according to their dignity. You have to maintain dignity in each and every relationship. What you can talk to a friend, you cannot talk to your children, right? You have to maintain that dignity, right? Whatever you can talk to your parents, you cannot talk to a stranger. You have to maintain dignity in each and every relationship. You have to maintain the respect. Sometimes you can use, you sometimes scold, or the voice is raised while talking to your children, but you cannot do that to your parents. That is insult to them, right? So every relationship has some dignity. Every relationship has some respect, dignity, and some kind of, I would say, a distance has to be maintained in each and every relationship, right? So you cannot maintain that thing with the god, right? You have to maintain a proper dignity with him. He has to be respected. So keeping the paintings is also a big no. But still, if I compare idols and paintings, still paintings is okay. But again, I will say yes, if you can avoid, please avoid. And then don't keep Ganesha painting, Radha Krishna painting here and there. See, Radha Krishna painting in the wrong direction can even give the extramarital affairs.
Oh, so where do
Yeah.
you suggest to keep the Radha Krishna painting then? Like,
Never keep Radha Krishna painting in the south zones and the west zones, and even in the northeast paintings. If the mandir is there, if your puja temple is there, you have kept one picture over there, that's okay, but not too many. Whenever I go for the Vastu visit, and I usually, if the like I used to sit with the client for 5 minutes, and I want to know why they're getting the Vastu done, so that I can get what they are actually expecting from me. So if they say that, if the wife says that it is because of the extramarital affairs, or if the husband is calling me and says it is because of the extramarital affairs, I first check the Radha Krishna paintings in the house, because that caused that energy. See, Radha Krishna love is a very, very divine love. Very, very divine love, right? So, but people, when in extramarital, they, think that, okay, Lord Krishna also did this, right? He was having the wife Rukmani, and then, he rescued thousands of girls from one of the, I'm not remembering his name right now, something from J, his name was. So he rescued the girls from, and then those girls said that, Lord, where we will go? Nobody will marry us. Then Lord said, okay, now I will be your husband. So it was a spiritual thing, but people took it in a wrong way. That Lord Krishna married so many, he was having so many wives. So, and then Radha Krishna was not married at all, right? But their love was so divine that still till date, after thousands of years, we take their love as a, as a mark that the love should be like this, right? But it was such an unconditional love. But people don't understand that love has spirituality in it, but people don't understand that, right? So keeping the Radha Krishna paintings here, see, every painting in the house, every decor in the house works on your subconscious mind. This is what Vastu is. Vastu, jahan vas, jahan, wherever you are residing, the energies of that place, right? So, why people don't stay near graveyard? Because the energies will hit the house, right? So if you keep on sitting in the graveyard for 10 to 15 days, automatically your mind will have those energies, right? And if you keep on sitting in a temple for some time, automatically your mind has those energies. If you keep on going to the club, you won't be singing bhajans over there, right? But if you go to the temple, you won't be singing, disco thing over there. Why? Because your mind knows. Because the things are playing on the subconscious mind, right? So this is the thing. And similarly, when you keep the paintings in the house, when you keep the idols in the house, they also play on your subconscious mind. So whatever you are bringing in home, please be cautious. Just imagine they're going to play on your subconscious, and then they are going to make your thinking. Understand?
yeah,
I hope
that
I made the point clear.
yeah, you did it. So does it impact even indoor plants too? Like people put a lot of indoor plants, right? So even like they have natural plants and some are like artificial plants. So do they have any difference in that? Like through Vastu, is it
Yeah,
good to?
see, artificial plants and in the real plants, there is a big difference. See, artificial is artificial. The real is always real. The natural is always natural. Now the people have understood that the food should be natural, everything should be organic, everything should be natural, the beauty should be natural. So the natural plants definitely have impact. The artificial plants, according to the Vastu, it's a no. I'm not saying a big no, but yes, it's a no. Like they create that artificial energies then. So don't keep artificial plants. Try to keep fresh flowers and the plants in the house, the real plants in the house. And for the flowers also, they at times stinking. When I go to the houses, I see the flowers also stinking. So just put flowers if you can maintain them. Put them in a flower vase if you can maintain them, otherwise not. So the real plants are much better, and the zones to keep the plants is east, north, and the northeast. Never keep the plants in the southwest. Avoid west also. You can keep the plants in the south also. That is also okay, but avoid southwest and west to keep the plants.
Okay. So, one more question, Deepika ji. I've noticed some of the houses have a pond on the back of the house, like, for the beautiful view and for more relaxation, they buy houses with the pond or, like, a lake, something on the back. So, is it okay to have those in the back, or like, will that affect the house or people in the house?
See, it depends what zone that pond is falling in. If it is south, then it's not good. If it is east, if the house is west facing, then the back of the house will be east. Then that's okay. If it is north facing house and then at the back of the house the pond is there, then it's not good because the water in the south, southwest is not good. So avoid having any water body over there in the southern side of the house and the southwest of the house. North is good to have any water body. East is good. Northeast is good. These directions are good to have any kind of water body.
Okay. So some places they have like water streams on the back of the house, like, some lakes which they can't really avoid. So does that make any difference having, stagnant water at one place like pond, or like having the lake streaming water streams? Will that make difference?
Yes, see, if it is your personal, like sometimes people make a small water stream or they make swimming pool at the back of the house, then that will affect the vastu of the house. If it is, it depends to the whole community. Sometimes, like, see, the townhouses are made or the single family houses are made around some pond or something. So that's okay. That is something which is common. So that won't affect the vastu of the house. But if it is your personal thing that you have made some pond, you have made some water stream or a swimming pool at the back of the house and that zone is not good, then that will affect the vastu of the house. But if it is something common, like here also it's very common to have a pond in between and then all the single family houses are made around it, so that is all okay. That is because something which is common, so that won't affect the vastu of the house.
Okay. So, like, in most of the houses in US, they don't have any puja mandir, or like, specific room allocated for the god. So we usually keep the god in, like, guest room, or like we decorate, like put the mandir in rooms. So where do you suggest? Like, do you suggest to keep the god in the basement, like room in a basement, or one guest room, or office room, or bedroom, one corner? Where do you suggest to keep the mandir? Because we don't get specific mandir in the houses, right? Like, no special rooms like that. So where do you suggest?
See, first of all, it depends on the zone. It does not depends where you are keeping, whether it's a office room or it's your guest room or it's your basement. First of all, avoid having puja mandirs in the basement. The first floor is okay. The second floor is okay. Avoid it having in the basement. The second thing is that never keep the puja room in any of the bedrooms. It is big, no, according to the Vastu. It should not be kept in any of the bedrooms, and especially a couple's bedroom, it's a big no. So then it will disturb the energies, and even the couple can have divorce. They can go to that level also. So just avoid having the puja room in the bedroom. The puja rooms are best in the northeast of the house. So if you have any corner in the house, the northeast corner, and it is not falling into any of the bedrooms, then that is the best place to make the puja. It hardly matters. It can be a study, it can be your office room, it can be your living area, family room, it can be any of that nook. That is all okay, but it should not be in the bedrooms and never under the stairs. That is also a big no according to the Vastu. If you will be making the puja ghar under the stairs, then it can really do something big in the family, something very much unwanted, very much unwanted. So that is a big vastu defect. And then not even on the brahmastan also, the puja room should be avoided there also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deepika ji, usually in houses in USA, you must be seeing like they have detached garage, like, garage is behind the house. So people do enter through the front door, but when they go by car, when they park the car back, they through, and most of the time when they're driving, they enter from the back. So should they consider the front door entrance or the back, like, garage door entrance to see the vastu, or like, how should they avoid anything?
See, all the doors are taken into consideration when we do the Vastu. So whether it's the front door, it's the garage door, it's the door to the patio, or if you have a walk-in basement, then all the doors which are opening an outlet in the house, they all are considered. So sometimes when I go for the Vastu, I see that the garage doors are more auspicious than the front door, or the patio door is more auspicious. And if the family is struggling through financial problems, then I tell them which door is best to use for them for the finance thing. If the family is struggling through the relationship thing, then I see what door will be the best to enter the house for the relationship thing. So it depends on like we have to consider each and every door. Sometimes in some areas I have seen some of the houses, I would say, that they have even like patio on the second floor, and then they have taken the stairs from there also. So it depends, like whatever outlet you have for the house, we have to check all the doors. And sometimes in the garage also, I have seen like the opening in the garage is somewhere it has been like a small door in the garage also.
Yeah.
Right, so each and every door has to be considered in the Vastu, each and every door.
Okay. Okay, that's actually a very good point to be noted for a lot of people, because it's a big question in people who are living in USA, because they always consider like the front door, or they might consider the front door, but they end up using the back door. So
Yeah,
this is really good to know that.
I did
And
a Vastu, and then they have like three-door garage, and all the doors were in very very negative zone. And then they made that house with so much of like love and everything, and they put lot of money in that. And then they told me that since they have shifted to the house, they are really facing lot of financial troubles. So when I checked all the doors, so they were having like three-door garage, so three doors over there. Then there was a small door in the garage, one more door, so four doors. Then the front door, then the back door, patio. So to going to the patio again, they have two doors, one from the family room and one from the kitchen. And all over there were like five, six doors, five, six outlets. And then there was a walk-in basement also. So they constructed that house on their own. It was not a built-up house, and they were saying since we shifted here, was there has been a lot of problem. Then when I checked it, I found out that the door to the patio from the kitchen is one of the best doors to enter the house. So I told them that you just shut down all these doors, don't use them, or whenever you feel like that guests are coming and you need to open, then only open them. And then they started using that door from the patio, kitchen to the patio, and they were having good results then.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, so for some houses, they're like end of the street, and the road in front of their house is like, they don't have any both the sides. Only they have only one direction. So my question is like, will the road in front of your house direction will impact the house, like through Vastu? Will there be
So
any
you
impact?
are asking about the T point houses, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the T point houses again should be avoided. They should be, yeah, T point houses are very negative until and unless that zone which is coming exactly on the T point, those degrees, those zones are in the positive, are very positive. Otherwise, the T point houses should be avoided. See, Buckingham Palace is T point, okay, and the Buckingham Palace, the place where it is coming, the T point is a very very positive zone. That's why they ruled the world for I think 100 of years, right? They ruled the world. And then there is many other buildings like who comes on the T point, and if they are on the negative side, then they can really make the person bankrupt. Or even there was one palace in this Nagpur side. I'm just skipping the name, I'm sorry for that, but that palace, they that is again on the T point. So they initially, when they shifted to the palace, they ruled, but slowly and slowly the whole empire vanished. So the T point houses should definitely be avoided.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have mentioned us about idols, indoor plants, so paintings, and what about the mirrors? I've seen people are having so many mirrors in the houses, in like a lot of direction to make it look bigger and more lighting. A lot of like decoration ways, in a lot of ways. So do you suggest to have mirrors in the house, like more mirrors, like than usually how much we need it?
See, mirrors can be used, but again, look at the direction. Never put the mirrors in the south zone, the southwest zone, and west. That's okay. It depends what kind of a house it is. But in the east or the north of the house, you can use the mirrors, because mirrors also, see, when you place a mirror on a wall, it makes the extension of that area, because you can see your image in that mirror, right? So it is actually extending the part. So if you are putting the mirror on somewhere which is a negative zone, then you are extending that zone, right? So mirrors also should be avoided. Like, it should be used with much caution. It should not be like putting mirror here and there. No, that should not be done, because they do the extension of the that zone. So, and moreover, they're water elements. So, if you keep them in the south or the southwest, then that will disturb the element. It can give some, digestion issues, or, it can even lead to the accidents. So, avoid mirrors. The best to keep as a, to decorate the house, flower paintings, some geometrical paintings. Those are the safest things to use in the house. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Deepika ji, for your time and helping us to understand Vastu, how we can help and solve a lot of our questions. So, viewers, if you like to reach out to Deepika ji for further consultation, you can call our Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. And today's dress and anchor's dress courtesy by Varshi's Collections. You can check Varshi's Collections on Facebook or reach out to Madhavi Lata at 301-366-1701. Next week, we will be coming back with another interesting topic on Vastu and Graha Sastra. This is Swarna signing off. You're watching Telugu Pradala Manasakshi, Sakshi TV. Namaste.